What is up? My name is Nico Tongaloa, and you're probably wondering what is a total package? What is this metabolic reset system? And that is exactly what you're about to find out. So, thank you for reaching out and expressing interest in this program. And I want to start by telling you that just congratulations. The majority of women in your shoes don't even make it this far, but you're here, and that tells me that you're not afraid to take action, which separates you from 98% of women who fail to even take the first step. So, I know that losing fat and doing what's best for you has been very hard up to this point, and getting in the best shape is very difficult for you. And I want to add in and acknowledge that a full time career and family makes it even harder. So if you have found yourself having multiple symptoms, pesky symptoms going on that you didn't always have to deal with, maybe you're constantly bloated, constant constipation, super low energy, or you're just starting to dread going to social events and functions because you're not comfortable in the way that you look, you feel frustrated because the old approach that you used to do for a long period of time doesn't actually get you in shape anymore, or it's just not sustainable, or you've been stuck in this vicious cycle of losing and regaining the same weight that so many of us have fallen victim to. I want to tell you right now that it's not your fault, and you're not alone. Okay, you've fallen prey to a horrible quick fix industry and quick fix society that has misled you, which is exactly why I've created the metabolic reset system, so we can help busy, driven women just like you finally create the body and the life that you truly deserve. So this is our 90-day signature program called the Metabolic Reset System, and we've helped countless women get to the root cause of their actual health symptoms so they can actually lose 10 to 20 pounds of stubborn belly fat, increase their energy levels, look and feel it the way they really want to, and keep it that way for good. Because anybody can lose weight and feel good for a little bit, but who can do it long term? So first thing is, why in the world should you listen to me in the first place, right? Why you listen to this video and me? Well, I'm a son, I'm a brother, I'm a friend, I'm an entrepreneur and the owner of the Total Package, and I'm a collegiate athlete myself. I'm a former 9 to 5 engineer. I used to sit at a keyboard all day typing away, and I've been educated by physical therapists, functional health coaches, dietitians, strength and conditioning coaches my entire life. I am also a NASM CPT, certified personal trainer, and I spent 10 plus years in the health and fitness industry, but if you count all of my education prior, it's probably more like 15 knowledgeable years. And I'm also a recovered binge eater, yo-yo dieter, all or nothing guy, self-saboteur, know-it-all and know what's best for my body, cardio king to death. I used to run 30 to 40 miles per week to get in shape and look a certain way. And I used to be scared of carbs and not eat carbohydrates because I thought that was what was preventing me from actually getting the look and the feel that I wanted, as you see here in my transformation photos. And I want to tell you right now that you are not alone, okay? Even as a health and wellness coach and athlete, I struggled with my appearance and weight for a long time. In 2020, I tried intermittent fasting and cutting out carbohydrates as much as I can and ended up passing out in my own home while working from home as a 9 to 5 engineer. I eventually got to the point where I was running 4 to 5 miles per day and hardly eating anything to try and maintain and get to a certain look. My mindset was so narrow, and I ran my body into the ground with low energy, low performance at work, low drive, and just not feeling like I had anything under control. And after a couple of years of this, I decided to start to ask myself, is this really what it takes to get results? And should I just accept it? And I didn't really want to, but I was feeling quite lost. So my breaking point hit me when I was on a 16-mile run around my neighborhood. I already had runner's knee, which is extremely painful, so I could barely walk without a 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 pain. But I decided to run 16 miles anyway to prove something to myself. I felt awful, tired. It took me 2.5 months to recover from this. And on top of that, I was running in a very old pair of shoes, and I pretty much felt like I had broken both my feet after this run, and I was not eating very many carbohydrates, so I was very, 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 very tired. Pretty smart, right? I felt lethargic, miserable. I figured the only way to get a result was to push your body to an extreme limit, and that's just what people did to get in shape. And I need to do it if I wanted to suck it up, if that's what I truly wanted. And after that, I knew there must be a solution. I need to find one. And I questioned my extreme methods to get results. So I sought advice from someone who could actually help me with a more balanced, holistic approach, and it was life-changing. Let me tell you right now. I had never done a holistic approach before or even followed a program unless I was playing soccer or I had an actual coach when I was training. And this approach was totally different, and I'm amazed at how good I felt within the first month. Everything I tried before was either extreme, restrictive, or it just didn't last. I'd burn out, feel frustrated, and end up back at square one. But once I really committed to actually understanding my body, how my metabolism works, and how our hormones respond to stress, food, and training, it flipped like a switch. And I stopped chasing shortcuts and started actually feeling my body, training smarter, and for the first time, I felt stronger, energized, and way more in control, not just physically, but mentally as well. And that shift changed my life, but it also opened my eyes to a massive problem, and one that most everyone in the fitness space is really making, and it's keeping people stuck, frustrated, and spinning their wheels. And I want to get to that right now. But first, I wanted to tell you is why am I helping women specifically, right? Well, women are usually battling way more than just diet and exercise. It's something deeper. Most women are often told to eat less and move more without anybody really asking about their hormones, their stress, or their cycles, and how that plays a factor into getting in shape. Most fitness advice out there is mainly written for men, and I saw the gap. And because I've worked with hundreds of high-achieving women who are doing everything right and still felt stuck, and because I believe when a woman feels good in her body, it changes everything. Her confidence, her career, her relationships, her joy, how she shows up for her family and other people. And because I know that being a man doesn't make me disconnected, but it makes me responsible for listening and actually serving better. So here are the really missing pieces. Number one is addressing root causes with a holistic approach. What works for everyone else would also work for you, except you have a different digestive profile than other people, you have a different hormonal profile than other people, you have a different diet history, a different metabolism, and you have different taste buds and food restrictions as other people. This is why when we accept someone into our program, we start off with an in-depth assessment of all these areas so we can actually address those issues with protocols to help eliminate things that could be blocking your body's ability to get in shape and lose fat. Missing piece number two is a sustainable hormonal and gut nutrition guide, which teaches you the basics of foundations of nutrition. The reason why diets aren't sustainable is because they don't actually teach you everything about nutrition. They're also super boring and leave you with a lot of cravings and very restrictive. You have no idea how much food your body actually needs. You have to cook a different meal for your kids or your family, which is very difficult, and you hate most things on top of that. Or they're just way too rigid. You should be able to enjoy a social event, birthdays, holidays, family nights out, girls' night out, barbecue, or whatever, and you don't want to be stuck not having a variety and eating the same boring meals every single week. Missing piece number three is having workouts that actually fit into your life and get you results. The problem with most workout plans is they assume that you're already in shape and they have no idea of your current hormonal health or setting you up for failure, no suggestions for any conditions that you currently have. They have no idea what you actually have access to or what you enjoy doing, and they have you doing too much, which causes more stress on your body, making things a lot worse. Missing piece number four is help with your mindset. Most programs and plans offer no real solutions on how you can stop stress eating, boredom eating, even when you're not hungry. They don't address self-sabotaging patterns like going from 0 to 100 and then falling off the wagon because you weren't perfect over and over again. And they don't show you how to stop putting yourself last so you can actually be a better version of yourself and the people who mean the most to you. And the missing piece number five, the last one, is AAA accountability and support. Maybe you had some level of support and accountability like a Facebook group or an accountability coach or a friend or family member who doesn't always get back to you in a timely manner with a thorough response, and you're kind of left to figure out things on your own, or really you've worked with someone who's not connected to knowing you on a deeper level, to creating lifelong change, and also has the knowledge to help you do so. So I want to tell you right now, there is a better way, okay? And I bet you're wondering, will this actually work for me? I'm going to tell you right now, that's really going to depend on you. Because I'm going to give you the exact same strategy that I use, and I use my clients to feel in control of my body and my health and give me back the confidence. The same approach, again, has given 100 plus busy professionals the energy, the confidence to show up as the best version of themselves they always really wanted to, all still while enjoying life. So I know this program is capable of delivering the promised results, and in fact, I can promise them if you actually stick with it and adhere. Okay? So if you're ready to get these results, I got you. Let's take a look at what this involves. And if you're accepted in the Metabolic Reset System and the Total Package team, here's a glimpse of what you're going to get. A health decoder diagnostic. So calories in and calories out, they do matter. But so do your hormones, your gut health, your digestive health, and your nervous system. Oftentimes we're very, very stressed out. And so we got to assess and address what may not be working optimally so there's no guesswork and we know exactly what road you need to take to actually do so. So we do this through our holistic decoder diagnostic, which you take when you first come into the program. We're going to address any PCOS symptoms, hormonal shifts and imbalances, your dieting history, metabolic adaptations, maybe you have thyroid issues going on, we can actually take into account before we create a customized plan to you. Just like our client right here, and this is an example of someone who was having a very rough digestion issue since she was 11 years old, when she was a kid, and thought that this was just normal. She always felt nauseous, inflamed, and sick if she ate any foods with fat in them before 11 a.m. specifically. So she just stayed clear of them altogether her whole life, and until we started actually working together. She uncovered that she had a digestion issue with her gallbladder. In 1 month, we healed her gallbladder issue with supplementation and a corrective nutrition approach, and she was able to eat freely. She was also a business owner, so she had very high cortisol levels, working 60-plus hours per week, and she was able to reduce that inflammation, tone up in the way that she wanted, and this transformation photo you see here is a 3-month transformation. The next thing you're going to get is a highly customized and flexible nutrition plan. It's got to be customized to you. A family-friendly eating plan that is affordable, flexible, fast enough that you can make things easily for you and your family, and snacks to support both of you and your family's goals. According to wherever you have access to grocery shopping-wise, wherever you like to grocery shop, how much you spend, we cover all of it. Maybe you have dietary restrictions and allergy preferences. Care all taken into account when we're crafting delicious meals for you. And we teach you the basics, because part of our mission is to actually teach you the basics of nutrition and what it takes, without you having to watch a bunch of informative videos or read a bunch of books. Instead, we teach you by doing, and that way we have created a meal plan. And then a social eating guide, guidance on how to eat on various special occasions or vacations without derailing transformation or without any guilt. So we're also going to give you a customized training plan. So when you have a workout plan that's tailored to match your current health conditions, injuries, schedule, resources, fitness level, results happen much faster and easier. You can actually feel confident knowing you're going to make the most use out of your time and energy with short, efficient workouts delivered in-app to you with videos of every single exercise. It makes it easy to know exactly what you need to be doing, and we can track your sets, reps, weights for you, so we can actually prescribe and know exactly what you need to be doing on a week-to-week basis. And having a custom game plan allows for more consistency, which leads to more results. With this customized training plan, we have an example of Maria. She was very active before we began working together. She was a rock climber, she used to ride bikes, and exercise on her own, but she didn't really have a cohesive plan or know exactly where to start. She had an incredible result in 2 months. She dropped 10 pounds and then 18 pounds in 90 days. Efficient training while still hanging out with friends, going to social events, and keeping up with her 9-to-5 in-person job. And then lastly is this AAA accountability support system. You have a team of support. We are here to answer we're here and available to answer any questions that you have, check in multiple times per week, do an in-depth check-in each week with a video analysis response and clear next steps to make sure you hit your goals and you're with us. We also have support calls where like-minded women get together and share struggles and wins, and that's offered completely for you. Now I know you're excited to get some results for yourself, but just to be clear, this program is not for everyone, okay? Who is this program for? This is for busy, driven women and moms who know they need to make some changes but just don't know where to begin. Hardworking women who are tired of yo-yo dieting and always gaining the weight back. Determined ladies who don't have hours to spend working out but need to shed some weight. And just burnt out women who are tired of the doctor telling them, hey, everything looks fine, but they don't actually feel fine and they finally want to heal themselves. This program is not for women who are not dedicated to reaching their goals. If you're not in it for the long haul, this isn't a 2-week drop 20 pounds and then regain it type of program. We don't do that here. And those who aren't ready and willing to make an investment, both financially and physically, with their time and energy. So if you're ready to take this journey with us, you're going to experience tangible results in the first few weeks. You'll experience massive personal growth. You'll be held accountable to do the work that actually creates lasting results. And you'll have a full support of feedback, so you're not trying to figure things out alone. So if you want to learn more and actually see if you qualify to join this program, then I want you to message me, let's go. If you've read everything above, if you feel like this program is the right fit for you, and you're ready to lose the weight, get good energy, and solve all your health conditions and concerns for good, message me, let's go, and I'll message you back so we can chat to see if this is a good fit for you. Thank you for watching all the way through to this end of this video. Have a great day. God bless.